Hello, I thought I'd do a video response to MarkPMus HiFi System challenge video, where from what I understand the question was to try and put together a hi-fi system made up of modern components, but from manufacturers that were manufacturing hi-fi systems back in the 1960s. And yeah, it also to try and find a system that would fit within a given budget. So quite an interesting challenge, really. And yeah, it's done some thinking and sort of got a system together. So hopefully this might be interesting. I've decided to go for an SME turntable. SME, obviously very famous turntable manufacturer, and they would have been producing tables back in the day, and very classic turntables as well. And I've gone for one of their modern day turntables, which is an SME Model 10 turntable. Now that, from what I understand, retails at is around about £3,700 approximate prices. These are. So that would be my turntable, and I'd also go for an SME tone arm as well. They've made some fantastic tone arms as well over the years, and I've gone for a modern day tone arm of theirs, which is an SME M2 tone arm, and that's around £1,100. Now, along with the turntable, to play the records of the time, then I've gone for two cartridges, one being a mono cartridge and the other being a stereo cartridge. The both of them are by Autophon, and I've gone for an Autophon 2M mono and an Autophon 2M black. So two very good cartridges I think would sound nice with that turntable and tone arm. Now the mono Autophon is around about £230, and the 2M black is around about £450, £500, something like that. So yeah, there's my turntable sorted. So it's an SME turntable with tone arm and an Autophon cartridge. As for the amplifier, I've done a lot of thinking, and I was the number of manufacturers that come to mind, Quad, but I've actually chosen a Sugden amplifier. Sugden are a very famous manufacturer of amplifiers, of course, and they would have made a very classic amplifier, which was the Sugden A21, and I've gone for the modern day Sugden A21A, which is a Class A amplifier. I think that would suit this this system and be ideal for this particular system as well. And the Sugden A21A is around about £2,300 to £2,400, something like that, I think. So moving on to speakers, well, so many manufacturers of speakers I could have chosen from. Tannoy, Wharfedale, Rogers would have been very popular at the time, Kef, but I've actually gone for Spendor, and Spendor today they do a classic range of a speaker that might have been designed at around about that time in the 60s, or has a sort of design relationship with the speakers of that time, and a really nice speakers, Spendor. And I've gone for the Spendor SP3/1R2, which are around £1,700. Now, I think that's a good system, I think, and ideal system for playing like some of the records of the time, such as the Beatles' Rubber Soul, Beatles' Revolver. There's a mono recording here. Beatles for Sale, of course. So we got Sergeant Pepper's, Abbey Road, and so forth there. So yeah, you know, I'd be very happy to have that system here as well. But there we are, that's my sort of video response. Very interesting question as well, so I'll be interested to hear some other people's systems as well based on that particular challenge. Thanks again, bye bye.